amigos. Okay. Okay, guys. Hoje eu vou falar dos maiores artilheiros do Brasil. Wow. Very good. Hoje eu vou falar dos maiores artilheiros do Brasil. Brasil. Let's go. Okay, everyone. O primeiro clube is Palmeiras. 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 Okay, first legendary player from Palmeiras is Itor. Itor. Wow. Itor. Itor. 323 goal for Palmeiras. Wow. Itor. 323 goal for Palmeiras. Wow. Absolutely legend. Next legendary player, Palmeiras. Okay, next legendary player. Next legendary player is next legendary player is Cesar Moluku. Cesar Moluku. Wow, Cesar Moluku. Cesar Moluku, 182 goals for Palmeiras. Very nice. 182 goals for Palmeiras. Wow. Perfect. Cesar Moluku. Legend from Palmeiras. Next, last legendary player. Okay, last legendary player is Ademira Gia. Ademira Gia. 155 goals for Palmeiras. Wow, perfect. Admira Gia, 155 goals for Palmeiras. Perfect. Legend player. Okay. O próximo clube. Okay, guys. Next, próximo clube is Santos. 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 And first legendary player is 1,091 goals. 1,081 goals for Santos. Pele, respect. 1,091. Next legendary player, Santos. Okay, next legendary player is Coutinho. Coutinho, 368 goals for Santos. Perfect. Coutinho, 368 goals for Santos. Very nice. Next legend. Okay, last legendary player from Santos is Eduardo Amorim. Eduardo Amorim, 275 goals for Santos. Eduardo Amorim, 275 goals for Santos. Perfect. Eduardo Amorim, 275 goals for Santos. Perfect. Perfect. Próximo clube. Okay, guys. Próximo clube. Próximo clube is Flamengo. 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 First legendary player for Flamengo is Zico. 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 508 goals last legend from Flamengo. Okay, last legend is Gabriel Barbosa. Gabriel Barbosa. Gabriel Barbosa, 112 goals for Flamengo. Very nice, perfect. 112 goals for Flamengo. Barbosa, Gabriel Barbosa. Gabriel Barbosa. Gabriel Barbosa, 112 goals for Flamengo. What? Barbosa, I don't know. No. Oh, wait. Come on, I'm ready, Gabriel Barbosa. Oh. I'm Ishmael. Barbosa. Okay, Próximo clube is Corinthians. Okay, first legendary player is Gelaju. Sorry. Gelaju, 306 goal for Corinthians. Wow. Legend. Gelaju, 306 goal for Corinthians. Absolutely legend. Gelaju, 306 goal. Corinthians. Perfect. Next legend. Okay, next legendary player is Baltazar. 267 goal for Corinthians. Wow. Baltazar, 267 goals for Corinthians. Legend for Corinthians. Baltazar, 267. Perfect. Next legend. Okay, last legend is Socrates. Corinthians 172 goals for Corinthians. Perfect. So Corinthians 172 goals for Corinthians. Perfect. Very nice. Very good. So Grudges, legend, 172 goals for Corinthians. Próximo clube. Próximo clube. Próximo clube is Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo first legend player is first legendary for Sao Paulo is Sergio Chulape. Wow, Sergio Chulape. Sergio Chulape, 242 goals for Sao Paulo. Wow, 242 goals for Sao Paulo. Very good. Sergio Chulape. 242 goals for Sao Paulo. Legend. Next legendary player. Okay, next legendary player is Luis Fabiano. Luis Fabiano, 212 goals for Sao Paulo. Sorry guys. Luis Fabiano, legendary player from Sao Paulo. 212 goals for Sao Paulo. Perfect. Luis Fabiano. Next and the last legendary player from Sao Paulo. Okay, last legendary player is Hi. 122 goals for Sao Paulo. Very nice. 122 goals for Sao Paulo. Legendary player for Sao Paulo. Sorry. Wow. It's time to próximo clube. Próximo clube. Próximo clube, sorry. Próximo clube is Vasco da Gama. Vasco da Gama. Dinamite. Roberto Dinamite, 708 goals for Vasco da Gama. Roberto Dinamite, 708 goals for Vasco da Gama. Roberto Dinamite, 708 goals for Vasco da Gama. Absolutely legend. Roberto Dinamite, 708 goals for Vasco da Gama. Perfect. Next legend. Okay, next legendary player is Edmundo. Edmundo, 184 goals for Vasco da Gama, sorry. Edmundo, 184 goals for Vasco da Gama. Perfect. Edmundo, 184 goals for Vasco da Gama. Legendary player for Vasco da Gama. Very nice. Okay, last legendary player. Okay, last legend player is Bebeto. Bebeto, 135 goals for Vasco da Gama. Bebeto, 135 goals for Vasco da Gama. Sorry. Bebeto, 135 goals for Vasco da Gama. Perfect. Very nice, Bebeto. Okay. Próximo clube. Próximo clube. Okay. Okay, próximo clube. Sorry for background noise. Próximo clube is Botafogo. 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 Okay, first legendary player for Botafogo is Garrincha. Garrincha, 232 goals for Botafogo. Perfect. Garrincha, legendary player, 232 goals for Botafogo. Wow. Garrincha, 232 goals for Botafogo. Next legend. 210 goals for Botafogo. Very nice. Nilo, 210 goals for Botafogo. Perfect. Nilo, legendary player for Botafogo, 210 goals. Perfect. Next, our last legendary player. Okay, last legendary player is Bebeto. A legendary player for Vasco da Gama or Botafogo. Bebeto, 135 goals for Vasco da Gama. Vasco da Gama and Botafogo. I don't know, my friend. Yeah, ChatGPT. Bebeto, legendary player for Vasco da Gama and Botafogo, and 135 goals for two clubs. Very nice, Bebeto. Legend. Let's go for próximo clube. Próximo clube. Okay, guys, próximo clube is próximo clube. Grêmio. First legendary player from Gremio is Renato Gaúcho. Wow, Renato Gaúcho. 151 goals for Gremio. Wow, 151 goals for Gremio. Renato Gaúcho, legend player for Gremio. 151 goals for Gremio. Perfect. Next legendary player. Okay, next legend is Andre Luis. 105 goals for Gremio. Perfect. Andre Luis, 105 goals for Gremio. Perfect. 105 goals for Gremio. Andre Luis, legend for Gremio. So nice. Next or last legend for Gremio. Okay, last legendary player is Everton. 100 goals for Gremio. Everton legendary player, 100 goals for Grêmio. 100 goals for Grêmio. Perfect. Okay guys, it's time to próximo clube. Próximo clube. Okay, próximo clube. Próximo clube is próximo clube is Cruzeiro. 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 Okay, first legendary player from Cruzeiro is Tosteu. 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 249 goals for Cruzeiro. Tosteu. Wow. 249 goals for Cruzeiro. Legend. Tosteu. 249 goals for Cruzeiro. Perfect, my friend. It's a legend for Cruzeiro. Next legendary player. Okay, next legendary player is Gercio Lopez. Gercio Lopez, 202 goals for Greece. Wow. Gercio Lopez, 202 goals for Greece. Gercio Lopez, legendary player for Greece. Gercio Lopez, 202 goals for Greece. Wow, legend. Okay, let's go for last legend. Okay, let's go for last legendary player. Last is Fernando. Fernando, 184 goals for Greece. Fernando, 184 goals for Greece. Legendary player, Fernando. Fernando, 184 goals for Greece. Perfect. Fernando, legend player for Greece. Okay, it's time to Ótimo clube. Ótimo clube. Okay, guys. Ótimo clube. Ótimo clube. Ótimo clube is Fluminense. Fluminense. First legendary player is Lily. Wow, Lily. Lily 184 goals for Fluminense. Wow, very good. Lily 184 goals for Fluminense. 184 goals for Fluminense. Lily. Wow. Next legendary player. Okay, next legendary player is Romario. Romario 170 goal for Fluminense. Very good. Romario legendary player for two different clubs. Romario 170 goals for Fluminense. Legend player. Romario, legendary player for two clubs. 170. Okay, last legend is Edson Pimenta. Edson Pimenta, 110 goals for Fluminense. Wow, legend Edson Pimenta, 110 goals for Fluminense. Legendary player for Fluminense. Wow, 110 goals for Fluminense. Perfect. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for